so many things I love about men. I love your self-confidence. When Martin and I play golf, I love how far he thinks he's going to hit the ball. We'll be standing on the tee, and I'll say, why don't you swing? He'll say, I don't want to hit that thing. It's the sun. He just loves watching sports. He'll watch any sport. He even watches poker on television. Have you ever seen poker on TV? To me, it always looks like lunchtime at a methadone clinic. And of course, baseball. But I can watch baseball. I just have to be in the right frame of mind. I have to be asleep. He even watches golf on television. That's not the most exciting sport to watch on TV. Did you know that if you tape golf and then you play it back in slow motion, there's no difference? Did you know that? Men and women, we enjoy different things. Women, we love to talk. You know who we tell? We tell our hairdressers everything. They know everything about us, don't they? And you know what? We don't even know their last names. My husband reveals nothing about himself. Martin went to his barber, has medium-length brownish gray hair, came home with a shaved head. I said, what happened to you? He said, oh, my barber thought I was someone else. I said, why didn't you tell him who you were? He said, because I didn't feel it was any of his business, okay? Men and women react differently to situations. If a woman sees a mess, she cleans it up. If a man sees a mess, he announces it. Rita, the dog just threw up at the top of the stairs. Okay, I'll be there in a second. Try not to do anything about it. Men and women, we have different beliefs. Martin believes in the sink fairy. He thinks if you put a dirty dish in the sink fairy washes it. I said, did you ever notice that whenever I leave, so does the sink fairy? He said, yes, why do you take the sink fairy with you? Men and women, we say different things. Here's something you never hear a man say. I feel bloated. Here's something you never hear a woman say. Hit me in the stomach. Here's something you'll never hear two women say to each other when they accidentally meet on the street. Asshole. Here's something you'll never hear two men say to each other after a business lunch. I'm going to the bathroom, wanna come?
I was engaged for a long time, though. I think that was my window to have children when I was engaged. And you guys, he was beautiful. Oh, my God. Oh, he was an underwear model. Yeah, he was hot. And he had Tourette syndrome. I'm not kidding. Google me. I swear it comes up. I didn't know he had Tourette's for a long time because I was too distracted with his beautiful abs. I didn't notice all of that. I met him in New York at a bar, and he was across the bar, and he's all. He's winking at me, hey. And then he had this other tick where he went, and I was like, whoa, okay. Wow, this white boy is really aggressive. I'm coming, puppy, hold on. He had 5 basic ticks. He had 5. And then every month there was a surprise one. One month he had, I didn't have hiccups for a whole month. No, but we had the discussion, you know, it's like, are we gonna have kids or not? And Tourette's is hereditary, especially in the male gene. And I was like, no, I can't imagine 2 of those things running around. I can't. And knowing me, I would have a kid that had verbal Tourette's. I would, yeah. I would be out at the store or something, and someone would come by and be like, your kid is so cute. Look at you. Look at that. You're the
fuck, bitch, suck it.
Mama's little rapper. Come on. I love kids, though. I really do. I think they're awesome in pictures. You guys, I applaud parents. I think you guys are superheroes. I really do. You should be wearing spandex. And I'm sorry. Because I used to judge you guys. I was that asshole that would be out like, oh my God, control your kid. Well, my sister taught me a valuable lesson. I showed up in Miami. Her and her husband go, hi, and gave me their kids and disappeared for 5 days. I looked really cute when I first got there. You know, I had my hair done, I had makeup on, I had a sundress, I had heels, and within 3 hours, I had a scrunchie in my hair, I had a wife beater, boxers, chancletas. I'm like, oh my God. Stop asking me for shit, stop. And then she had them really close to the TV and they were eating chocolates. They were like, you know, I'm like, oh, that's why they're hyper. Look at that. That's seriously, come on. That evening, I found a 24-hour liquor store, and I got them the chocolates with the liquor in it. I was like, who's gonna go night-night? Okay, yeah. I apologize to all the strangers at the mall. You guys have seen them, the ones that lose their kids. You've seen them? You know, they grab their... What the fuck are you doing? Shut up. Where were you? You're gonna give me a freaking heart attack. What are you... No, shut up. I will hit you in front of all these people. I don't care. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and kill you myself. You little fuck. I judged you. I'm so sorry. Next time, if you guys see me out, just give me a nod, and I will fucking kick him for you.
It's really hard to shop, you know what I mean? Like, this is one of the problems about being my size. It's hard to shop, you know what I mean? I'm looking around, you're a good-looking crowd. I don't know if you know this, but all clothing for big women, I don't know if you know this, for some reason is decorated with balloons and puppies. Do you see that? That's your punishment for eating ice cream. Do you see that? They're like, yeah, have fun. You can live in 1987 every day. Have fun. It's a little mean. And there's a lot of bedazzling going on. There's a lot of sequins in my stores. I'm like, really? Do you think I need sequins? Seriously? You can't see me coming? Seriously? Come on, everybody. I'm overweight. I'm not a country singer. Calm down. What the Seriously? It's creepy. And I gotta tell you, too, this is another one. The lingerie, oh, God. And you always hear that women always want to have bigger boobs, okay? Seriously, girls, stick with the little tiny bras that you get to wear, honestly, right? It's like, what are they made of? Kleenex? You wear them once, throw them away. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, I'm telling you, at my size, my bras at this point are pretty much vests of beige metal at this point. Do you understand? Serious. It's a contraption. I'm not gonna lie to you. It takes 2 people to get it on, which is awkward because I live alone, so that's weird. That's weird. Although it's a nice way to meet the neighbors, I'll tell you that much. Right? Debra from upstairs. Yeah, I have to move. But it's upsetting. And then you go into, and you have to have a bra fitting done, according to Oprah, and she doesn't lie. So have you ever had a bra fitting? This is what it is. If you've never done it before, ladies, you go into a bra shop, right? And there's usually a little European woman waiting for you. God bless. And she takes you behind a curtain, takes her shirt off, and then she gropes you. And that's the whole appointment. There it is, right there. That's it. So now I go in every Thursday around 2:30. Every Thursday around 2:30. Unless I have lunch plans. But then, so I go in, I have this bra fitting done, right? And the woman tells me that my real bra size is G42. And I was like, is that a bra or is that bingo? Which is it? Seriously? What do I get for 4 quarters? It's weird, all right? G42, I'm like, I think I just sunk your battleship. I'm gonna go. That is strange stuff. And I also, too, seriously, at this size, I get weird guys hitting on me. I really do. I get weirdos. I think that weirdos think they have a chance with me. And here's my message to the weirdos. You don't, okay? You really don't. I might hate myself, but I hate you more. Yes, I do! Weirdos! Oh, my... Seriously? Sometimes the dudes, oh my God, I had a man come up to me after a show. You can't even make this up, all right? I'm just standing there minding my business, staring, you know? He comes up to me, he sidled up to me. I'm pretty sure it was a sidle. So he comes up to me, and I see it. He's been working on a line, you know, his moment that he's gonna come up. Leans into me and says, so, I don't have a problem with big women. That was his line of seduction. I don't have a problem with big women. I'm like, really? Because you're gonna. Yeah. I would run if are you, little man? Are you kidding? Strange stuff. And I also, too, I get older men. But when I say older, like, I mean above the age of 85. Do you know what I mean? Those are my men. Any man that's been in a world war likes me. Do you understand? Because those are the old dudes that look at me and think, she would survive a depression. You know, they come at me.
You gotta live your life good. And take care of yourself so you can get long life. You do, but you gotta get checkouts. I don't care if my pinky finger hurt. I go to the doctor. So at least if I got a little bit of time to live, they gonna tell me. And I can call my friends and say, let's party. They said I got till next month. You know, I have him in a social club. And one of my friends in the social club, he need to go to dentist and he won't go. So we sitting there talking one day, we eating, he bit a piece of bread and his tooth fell out. I said, dang, I ain't never seen that before. He said, I don't know why they falling out. I said, it ain't because they don't like your mouth no more. I said, you need to get your sugar checked. I'm scared of the dentist. I said, well, your mouth gonna scare the dentist too. But he gonna help you. When you go in there, he gonna say, okay, let me go to my car and get my tools out my trunk. Cause I need to get the tools I work with my transmission to work on your gate mouth. But he don't do nothing about it. And it was his front tooth that fell out. Now the front teeth in your mouth, that's the mother and father of your mouth. So once they start leaving, it's just a matter of time for the whole rest of the family scatter all over the damn place. He act like he got teeth in his mouth. I don't know why I can't get no woman, because don't no woman want no man with no newborn baby mouth. Every time y'all get ready to go somewhere, she gotta stop and get a teething ring. She don't have time for that. 50 years old, ain't got no teeth in your mouth. Then we went to the movies, right? All of us, like 6 of us are now social club. We get to the movies, he gonna order popcorn. I said, Ted, who gonna chew it for you? I said, popcorn hard to chew with all your teeth, let alone 6. Nah, I just like the butter. He just sucking the popcorn. I said, put the popcorn down. You gonna be snag-a-tooth with high cholesterol? That don't go together. Act like he got teeth. Ain't gonna tell me. Call me on Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'm gonna come over there. What y'all having to eat? I said, food that you gotta chew. Ain't no Gerber baby peas over here. Ain't no puree peas over here. Then he finally got some teeth, but he ain't get them sized right. So every time he was talking to you, sound like you heard high heel. I thought he was a DJ. I just broke out dancing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dominique. You have been excellent. You were great. Thank you so much for your time.
Single grocery shopping because I'm not home a lot, I'm not in town a lot, so I only buy a few quick things when I'm out at the grocery store. And I guess I need to make a list, you know, because if you make a list, then you can look at what all your items together might look like to someone else when they're in a basket. So here's an example. I was grocery shopping. This happened in June, which will make sense in a second. But I was grocery shopping and I was going through the line. I had everything on the conveyor belt, and then there were these 2 guys behind me, like kind of cute, like early 30s guys, and they were like staring at me, and I was like, oh, here we go, you know. Can't even go to the grocery store anymore. So then I was like bending over, like, oh, I need some gum. Like, and then I realized they're not looking at me at all, right? They're looking at the conveyor belt, and that's when I became painfully aware of what was on there. I had 2 bottles of vodka, you know, with the handle, the kind with the handle. Tampons, Skittles. I was hungry, and 2 Father's Day cards. I was like, oh my God, these guys aren't checking me out. They're just looking at me like, oh my God, look at that girl with her period and her drinking problem and all those dads. But my friend who's doing, she's doing online dating. How many people here are doing I keep saying online dating like I'm 100, but on the online, when you go in, anybody here doing it? Thank you for being honest. The rest of you are fucking liars. You're liars. There are millions and millions of websites and millions of people on them. Really, out of all of you, just those two are on it? Fuck you, I'll find you. I will. I have a great memory for faces and nothing but time on my hands. I will go home tonight and I will find you on Farmers Only. I know you're on there. Have you guys seen, by the way, the Farmers Only, the dating website? Oh my God, I'm obsessed with it. If you don't know what it is, it's a dating website for farmers only. And the commercials are my favorite thing in the world. If you haven't seen one, you need to go home tonight and you need to Google it and then maybe throw out your computer. But there's just like a guy in a field and then a goat runs by pretty fast. And then all of a sudden this voice comes on and it goes, Farmers Only. City folk just don't get it. Oh my God, I don't get it.